This week we're doing pictures from unusual angles.
Hi, this week what we're going to be doing is trying to take some pictures from unusual angles. And before we go into talking about that, what I want to just express is if you're taking a normal picture, as you do, eyes are where the camera should be generally level to, because it's a neutral part. So if you're taking a portrait of someone, what you want is the camera to be the same eye height. So if you're taking a picture of an animal, obviously they're smaller, get down a bit lower so that your camera is still the same height as the animal. Equally, if it's a horse, you might have to actually bring the camera up a little bit, or whatever, cow, sheep, whatever. So try bringing it down to the eye height, which is a neutral, comfortable position, right? Obviously there's points when if I'm above you like this, I'm dominating the picture because my eye is actually quite high up. So if you go for a job interview or something, often the person behind doing the job interview is in a higher chair, and the person lower down coming in for the job interview, they purposely put lower down just to give you that feeling as if they're superior and they're taking. But all through our life it's the same. You look at things and you think, oh, that's small, that Mars bar's got smaller in your life, or whatever chocolate bar, and it's not, it's just you've got bigger. So if you're taking a picture of a child, get down to the eye height. A cat or a dog, down to their eye height, so that you're all the same eye height as that is a neutral position. But obviously if you're above the person, you're dominating them, or if you're below them, you're looking up to them. So, but doing that can actually, if you understand why you're doing it, say if you've gone out and you're taking a picture of, I don't know, a tiger, just examples if you're going to take a picture of a tiger, but if you are, then they're quite aggressive animals. So what you really want is a picture, you're taking it slightly upwards because they're a dominant animal. Or something which is like that, if you're taking a picture of, I don't know, a fancy dress party and there's a devil there or something, or whatever, that type of thing, it's an aggressive type situation, you want to try taking pictures up, right? So this lesson, or this chat and ideas, is to think outside the box. So if you're actually taking, say example, you're going out in the garden, you're trying to take some pictures of some daisies, rather than just eye height, if actually make it slightly lower. So if you imagine you're the ant walking along in the grass and you look up, it's just a different perspective. There's lots of things in your household, like taking a picture from the inside of the fridge out. Obviously when you do it, look around what you've got there and balance it out. Inside from a washing machine, so you've got the drum round the outside and you're actually reaching into it, and then if you're doing something like that, if you use the flash, it'll bounce off around the silver drum inside and it'll give it a pop effect. Or a mop. What I'll do is I'll run through some pictures I've taken of these items, just to show you how they can come up and just the different bird's eye view. So have a look at them and see if it gives you some ideas. Here's another idea. I've just got a plain sheet of glass. Notice this rule, have a plain sheet of glass knocking around. Some 4 cans. You can use any variety can. But the idea is just to raise it up, or you could use anything else you've got. But Put the camera underneath, a couple of wine glasses on the top, and I'm going to take the picture up through the glass from a different perspective. You can use real wine, or you could use squash. Obviously the advantage with real wine is you can drink it afterwards, but if you haven't, then you could obviously just take a picture as it is, or you could perhaps introduce a hand, so all you've got is the hand going for the wine, but obviously the angle's here. You can also play around then with the light. At the moment we've got a light coming in through the window which just highlights the liquid in the glass, which works quite well. But you don't have to use just wine. You could use anything. You could use anything like this. It's just giving you a different perspective. The whole idea of this video was really to make you look at what you're taking a picture of and how the camera position should be taken normally, and then perhaps change it to something even more dynamic or interesting just by thinking if it's aggressive, not aggressive, different angles. Ant's view of some daisies and some grass, simple as anything. Just, the glasses, the way you look through things slightly differently, but it does make you look at how perhaps certain things on a normal environment should be taken. So if you're out just for a walk and you see a horse in a field, do think about the eye height and how you are standing when you take the picture. Equally, if you've got grandchildren round, or anybody else round, and you're actually taking some pictures, think about just getting a little bit lower if necessary to get the same height as them. So I'd love to see what you come up with creatively. And the world's the oyster. I mean, most of the pictures you've seen have just been done in the house or in the garden. Doesn't mean you can't go further afield, but obviously not too far afield at the moment. So I'd love to see what you come up with, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.